This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much. And heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Hand it off. Look out, room to run here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Quick throw over the middle. Try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
So here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive. Try to convert with the sneak. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on fourth now.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. To throw, it's Klubnik. And it falls incomplete. Coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to throw yet again. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at their play sheet and finding the go-to play that will help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
And it's good right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. To the air, it's Castellanos. Looking to scramble. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State and Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is a team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The Knowles will line up to kick it away. On a punt now for the first time today. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Drive here set up at the 30. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Running play goes backwards. Makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. With the catch, it's Williams. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Randall. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go fairly deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught by the receiver. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Klubnik. Grab down the middle, it's Moore. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that run produces a decent gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Holmes.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And it's caught. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on third down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
But he's got some space here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Moore. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
The completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got it, enough for a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
It's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play caller is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Last chance for a touchdown here before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the market. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab on the move. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, and he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway, but one of the star players on this defense couldn't make it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw.
A deep shot to the left side. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Fights off a defender.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
A completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
And they've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Back to pass. It's Castellanos. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover three, the center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot from 24 yards. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quick dart to the right. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
It's like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. It's complete on the crossing route.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream.
He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Makes a quick run out. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here, backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw again. And he throws his third interception of the day. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Holmes. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And he'll set up to throw.
It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down. You've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen. He had nowhere to go.
Pass caught. Second down now. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Clemson.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. And the Tigers line up with a first and goal. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, Clemson.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Now here's the toss play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. On the move now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
Backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes the lead 20 here in the fourth quarter.
got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't...
Now here he goes. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
A play action looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let him fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, unfortunately, that just sums up what kind of day it's been for this offense. Just no rhythm, no chemistry. They've been off all day and have no points to show for it here in the fourth quarter.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Running back has it on a screen now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
High completion makes it second and medium. Grinding away with a running game. He shreds the tackle. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter, working with the lead. It's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do, but now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
Third down after that running play. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's third down for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Pittman. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds and try to preserve that clock.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Looking to throw. It's Castellanos. Moves out of the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Pittman. He brings it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's hit as he throws it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
But here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Lucas. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it again. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Deep shot caught inside the 15. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense. First and goal from the 10. The Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Past the 50. At the 30. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. A huge defensive score.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Clemson 27.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 81 sets a kickoff.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for some space. It's Holmes.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Second down after that previous play. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Caught near the sticks. It's Holmes. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pulls it in. It's Holmes. End zone ahead. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
They got cooked up with his 2-point conversion attempt. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Picks up the first, looking for more. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And it's a kneel down. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.